I invented a coworker. I usually work the afternoon shift, 3 to 11, so I get a lot of calls asking about reservations and check-ins. One night, I got a call from a man asking about our availability. I informed him we did have openings that evening and that I could make a reservation for him. I asked for his name and credit card number to reserve. He gave me a reward number. Then he started cutting out since he was driving. I tried to explain that I needed more information and especially a credit card to reserve the room, but he kept cutting out until the line went dead. Well, the hotel wasn't particularly busy, so I decided to put a room on hold for him. I thought that since he was driving, he would arrive in about 30 minutes. He doesn't show up, so I release the room and go back to work. When I have about 20 minutes left in my shift, guess who shows up? He says that a woman over the phone reserved his room. Now, I have to point out that I'm a man. I have a higher-pitched voice, and it is exacerbated over the phone. Now, the guest is upset about not having a reservation, and I've got 20 minutes left, and I'm not in a mood to deal with him. I tell him, Susan must have been talking to him, but her shift ended hours ago. We still had room, so I made a reservation for him and checked him in. He still seemed angry, so I typed up a note about him and emailed it to my coworkers so they would be aware. Next day, I go to my manager's office first to get pass-alongs and information about the day. She walks out first, and I follow her to the front desk, and guess who's there? Since my manager was in front, she addressed him first before I could get there. He says that I'm not mad, always a red flag whenever that gets said, but I want to know what woman was working here last night. My manager is a little confused, but says that she will check the schedule. She clearly hadn't seen my note yet. So I jump in and say, as I said last night, Susan was working yesterday, but today is her day off. No one named Susan has ever worked at the hotel, and my manager slowly turned away from the guest to look at me in a what are you talking about face that the guest thankfully cannot see. My coworkers behind me, who did read my notes, had to contain their laughter. The guest accepted this and left. I then had to gather everyone and have them stick to the story. To this day, that guest thinks Susan was responsible.
You got a room anyway.
Yeah, what? What are you even